Hey everybody, just a quick update. I feel bad that I kind of left everything in the lurch last time I updated about my desktop, but things are actually going amazingly well with my Linux system. Now, finally, here, let's take a look. I have, so this is my vertical monitor. We looked at that before. This is where I generally keep like social media, chatting stuff, Slack, that sort of a thing. This is my main work monitor. I have like minimized and closed most things. But yeah, most of my work is done inside of a terminal window anyway. This is because I ran out of room on my other thing. This is where Discord lives. That's a work app. This is my note-taking app, Trillium. And then you'll notice that each screen, oh, and this is my Wacom tablet, and I'll talk about that in just a second, but each screen has a different background that changes every 5 minutes. I use the Nitrogen app for that, which is just actually super cool. I use, if you look up here, this is just the taskbar across the top of my computer, and that is IceWM. It's the Ice Windows Manager. I do all sorts of startup script stuff, like I have to set the Wacom tablet, I have to use NVIDIA settings to get the screen layout, resolution, and scaling all exactly right on boot. Then it starts, I use Compton as a compositor, which accelerates X windows using my graphics card. Like I said, I start IceWM. And then down here, this is my Wacom tablet. This is one of the things that's been really challenging because I could not get my Stream Deck, which it's actually over here now connected to a Macintosh computer that lives under there. But this is my Stream Deck. And while there are apps to make it work with Linux, it doesn't work well. And so I dug out this old X Keys keyboard. It's a USB programmable keyboard. You can program these keys to do whatever you want. And so what I did is I programmed them. Most of them are like Control Alt 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the top two are slightly different. They actually control a program called, here, I'm going to try to zoom into the thing up here. It's actually this icon. It's called Grommet MPX, and it is a pretty neat little application so that when I press, actually if I press this, it does two things. It presses F9 followed by Shift F9, which actually clears the screen, and I'll show you why, because F9 toggles this drawing mode where I can draw on the screen. And actually I can erase using the eraser, and no matter what's on the screen, I'm actually taking over. So like if I have a presentation slide here, I can draw on the screen. If I have a virtual machine here, I can draw on the screen and point things out as I'm recording. And then when I'm done, I press this again and it toggles. So F9 turns off the pen program, but also it does Shift F9, which erases it as well. And so now it's a regular mouse again. So that's actually really, really nice. And then the other like top 3 or 4 buttons I use inside OBS to switch scenes, to go from like my face to the Wacom tablet. Let's start that up real quick and I'll show you. So here it is pointing, you can see me. It's pointing at the Wacom tablet. If I zoom out enough here, I wonder if we can. All right, ready? I'm gonna press that top one and it'll switch to that. And then if I press, I haven't labeled them yet, but if I press the third button, it goes to there. And then the button below it, it makes me appear and disappear in the little window. If you've ever watched my training, you know what that does. And then I haven't configured all of them, but the last one actually triggers a script that actually fixes stuff. Like sometimes the Wacom tablet goes offline and it like needs to be remapped, and sometimes I'll windows will get moved around and I want them in exactly this place. So this just triggers a script that fixes stuff. It's literally called Fix Stuff, the script. Oh, and then you got to see every 5 minutes every background changes on the desktop. And so this is the tablet, or this is the camera that actually shows in the corner of the screen when I'm teaching. Over here, that is my wireless receiver that actually seems to be working now. This is my Scarlett 2i2, and I split the stereo signal, so I now have 2 independent devices that I can use in OBS for the two different mics. I have my headset mic that's amongst the garbage here. And then I also have, this is my Fraser Crane mic. It's the EV20 mic, or RE20 from, it's the EV Electro Voice RE20 microphone. And I think that is about it. That's how it's going. But I mean, everything seems to be working really, really well. You'll notice, I know I talked about it before, but on the bottom, this is an OS 10 machine that's connected in an NX window. And I do that because I like communicate with iMessage with a lot of my family members. Yeah, I guess that's it. But it's actually working amazingly well. I was able to record that last video on Linux Plus, and I was able to record it on this, edit it on this, and everything appeared to work well. So anyway, I'm happy with Linux on my desktop. It's taken a little over 2 weeks, and I'm behind on everything now. But if I had the choice to go back to Windows right now, there's no way I would, because now it's working so nice. I can give lots of details for, like, I'm using Thunar as the as my file browser, and I use all sorts of tools. I'm happy to talk more about it if you'd like to hear more. But anyway, that's the state I'm at right now. Everything is working swimmingly. I'm a happy desktop Linux user now, which I hadn't been for 2 weeks previous. Anyway, thanks for watching, and watch for more training videos coming up soon. But not today. This is today's video.